Mm. So some of these individuals, and even if these are not like the masculines, these are individuals who wanted to be around you just to see what your flaws was. A lot of divine feminine, you already had passed this type of stage. Literally, I said the other day I was 47. I'm like, what the fuck made me say 30, 47? 37, 47. You guys may be 37, 47. I'm about to be 49. Like, and then it's weird because, I always tell people I'm 60. So that's really interesting. Listen, I am literally gonna I'm outdoing my whole family. So you guys are in that energy. The King of Swords, this could be an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, a Libra. Especially that Libra energy, right? Holding that justice, holding those scales. That is that my art energy where it's really your heart, the heart is, listen, the heart is being weighed. Is being that heart is being weighed. I'm trying to tell you. Let people do what they gotta. Let people listen. Let people fall on their sword, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. We have the 5 of Wands. So, and then the 10 of Swords. I'm really just picking up like the divine feminine is just like not in the energy of, isn't, who is the oh, don't draw a blank now. It just came to me. Kendrick Lamar, isn't there a song like You Can't Save Nobody? Something about you can't save nobody. Somebody wants to be saved. Somebody's trying to be saved. Somebody wants to be saved, right? Let's see. Like you can. So feminines, divine masculine. If whether you're a female or male, right? Take this how that resonates. For some of you, you have literally sat back and watched your feminine or your masculine, right? In another situation or another connection. And it may be heartbreaking for some. For some of you guys, you are like literally way past that energy because you kind of seeing even with this 4 of Cups, they're really in the energy of what they thought maybe the grass was greener or going back to something was more comfortable because then they could live the lifestyle that they wanted to live without challenges or you really getting them into seeing the illusion and them being into their divinity. If somebody's not ready to do the work, but you're doing the work, they're going to run from you. They're going to they're ghosting you for a reason. They're not ready to handle and they're not really ready to do that work. Because you're in that energy of the divine fulfillment. Alright? I'm going to put these all the way up. Yes, but there's that sexual energy. There is the sexual tension. But, I'm really just picking up something that's like everything's not really about, everything's really just not about sex. Right? Done that. Been there. Somebody's like, yeah, what real roots can we lay down? There are the masculines who are they're wanting that, but it is that retreat back because they're kind of weighing out and just they're just wanting to see. Maybe some of them don't understand and they just want to see, maybe if the karmics will or can give what the divine feminine can give, and it falls short every single time. But when you leave a divine feminine alone too long, it's not even that she might get snatched up by somebody else, because she's really too selective like that. But she is such in a high frequency that she can handle a lot of things on her own, like literally, like a lot of traveling. Hold on. She's the CEO of her own establishment and her own business, right? So it is almost she's feminine energy, but she's very in tune with the masculine energy. She can get what she wants. Him, she, him, her, it. But it's really like that's not a focal point. That's more of a focal point for the distorted masculine, because they didn't get proper love growing up. So physical is kind of what they got introduced to. For some of them, they had babysitters that was older than them, teachers and coaches. So they had some of these masculines, they had older women that molested them, that it's never talked about, that raped them. Excuse me. These virgin burps. Oh my goodness. So these masculines are understanding. I want to cry. I'm not going to cry. I want to cry because it's always taken to a degree more serious, right? When the females have been molested or raped by somebody, there's never been a voice for the males. It's like a pound, or it's like initiation. But some of these masculines were so young. Some of them were so young, and they had sexual energy with them. It was a natural thing, and it got taken advantage of the same way it did for the feminines. For some of them, it's Boy Scouts. For some of them, it was, it was coaches in sports. For some of these masculines, at a young age, they was well endowed for a young boy, and nobody. I want to cry about it, but it's so for some of these masculines. I'm just gonna keep going, but some of these masculines, they didn't really know the difference. For females that just wanted to come and just use them for sex, right? Because society just makes it like it's such like a trophy. It's not. They was used and abused, and some of these masculines, it's taken them a long time to get out of the energy of being a fuckboy. And some of them, they don't know nothing different. I don't want to keep going. For these organic relationships, right? For the masculines, that's entertaining, whatever they entertain, male on male, female on female, all these. It's like a drug. For some, the sexual energy is like a drug, right? This is all they know, their body, right? They are trying to understand and know there's more to them. The divine feminine is in her power, and she's showing it to the divine masculine. But when he's under the influence, or he's around a certain group that it has a heavy hold on him, that she can't get close to him, because that's my brother, sister, I've known him longer. So they're able to push the feminine out, right? Again, especially under the influence of liquor, weed, drugs, anything to that nature. But it says they miss you deeply. So the divine masculine, distorted masculine, the one that is in his essence, he is missing the divine feminine deeply. Even if he's like seen her or spoke to her, it's on a soul level is what he misses. This is your path. So the divine feminine is really she's gotten so mature. She's gotten so in the energy of so much love that when you really love somebody, what is the fuck is that saying? Right? It's a real thing. When you love somebody, you let them go. If they come back, it's yours to keep. So it's a really big significance to that. So 109, 89, 102. Now I feel like I'm more nasally, so I'm about to get up off of here. This storm will pass. So there's a storm that is igniting, or a storm that the masculines are going through. They put themselves in certain situations. The universe is doing it just for them to fucking compare it. Divine feminines is not going to be in competition with nobody. So whatever storm is happening, whether you are divine feminine, divine masculine, reverse the roles if you have to, right? Because it's just energy. So it doesn't necessarily mean male, female, but more females watch tarot, even though more males are coming aboard, because I do a lot of readings. I connect with the masculines. It is partially because ever since my regression and finding out what I personally done to masculines and other past lives, it is very important for me. I have a son. It is very important for me. My grandsons, my husband, my twin flame, my soulmate. For me to be able to clear those energies out, right? Card number 84. Spell work, flies, spiders, and snakes. All right, where did that come from? All right. Woo, where did that come from? So even when I hear spell work or I hear black magic, a lot of people are not in alignment or in tune with even knowing how to do that. So when I hear that could really just mean somebody wishing, praying that somebody fall to their demise. Somebody could pray for you to die. Somebody could pray for you to be sick. Prayer just means listen. So this is why you don't ask people for prayer. You don't listen. You have to be careful when people just ask for prayers. Be careful that. Be careful when you're asking for prayers, because what you're asking for a prayer, somebody could be praying that the opposite happens, because they're seeing that is a vulnerable moment that you are in. Because if you're asking the public for a fucking prayer, something serious must be going on. So somebody's like, well, I'm going to use that. But spirits know how to jump in people and attack that way. So sometimes individuals are innocent and they don't realize they are being possessed by a jinn, by some sort of entity, some sort of demonic or lower being that is wanting to interact to that particular person. So be careful when you say pray, right? Pray, or be somebody's prey. Like when you're hunting. So if somebody's a hunter, somebody's getting a gun, somebody hunts animals, somebody skins animals, or even has animals as trophies. That's the thing. Somebody might really be like, they may have some sort of ascension energy when it's coming to the animals, connecting with the animals. The animals are very important right now for us to follow what the animals are doing, what the animals are saying. I have cats that talk to me, so beautiful basset energies, segment energy. The mystical creatures of the realm of the cat, right? The cat is communicating with me. Cats may be communicating with you in many forms and different ways. I do love the spiders, but if you are like having random spies, I was trying to say flies, but if you are having flies in your house, you may have spies in your energy. Some of these flies, some of these insects, individuals are starting to understand that they are robotic. They are they're little AI. They're not real insects. There's insects that are being used right now with cameras on them that they look super duper like real insects, and they're not. They're not. So there is a plague. There's also a plague where flies or insects, maybe not flies, but be careful with the horse flies. You may have the horse flies in your house. Those are monitoring. There's some monitoring spirits that are trying to be around you. There's no weapon formed against us shall prosper. So anything that still is being said, it'll be crushed. It's not going to make it back. It's not, whoever sent it, it's not going to be able to make it set back, right? It's that energy is not going to be able to do that. So those are monitoring spirits. Sometimes when you see those fruit flies, or when you're seeing the horse flies, the really big flies. So you also could be somebody that your vibration is very high. Anytime I go out, that vibration is very high. Bees are always around me or landing on me, right? So we gotta just like sit still, say thank you, Oshun. Thank you to that bee energy. The bees are not gonna sting. Don't start wiping and swiping, because they don't know that you're not fighting them. Because that's all that comes across, is if you start swiping a bee. All right, so the bee energy. All right. So that really took a little bit of... So 96, somebody could be born in 1996. You make them smile. So again, like the past, reading past energy. You allow people to borrow your smile, or you give your smile away when you're out and about. There's something about your essence and your presence that you could look at somebody and you could feel either like a sadness or like a darkness. And there's this light and this smile that you put on that this individual takes with you. I'm also picking up if there's individuals who want to commit suicide. If they just had somebody to talk to them, if they just had somebody smile at them, if they just had somebody to ask them how they was doing. There's also, I'm picking up, you may encounter somebody in this energy. It could be as simple as you holding the door. It could be as simple as you doing, there's like this courtesy, right? There could be like this courtesy in a open environment, a public environment, and there's something that you do that literally takes this person out of the energy of wanting to off themselves, wanting to kill themselves. I'm also picking up individuals, a brother, a family member. I am seeing a brother, but a family member or brother particularly who has taken his life. What's happening is, in this 3D matrix, when you take your life, all you're doing, like a video game, it's not a video game, but to a degree it is, all you're doing is resetting. All you're doing is that they're resetting to come back. A lot of them is not going to come back remembering anything. So if somebody wants to come back in that energy of a kindergarten, like if you're in pre-K, right? You like an infant. You don't know you're an infant. You don't even know who you are. You don't know the abilities and the powers that you... So if somebody wants to start all the fuck over, that's what happens. A lot of times people, the Christianity or Bibles try to make people think that when you kill yourself, you go to hell. That is not the truth. You don't go to hell. In some instances, if somebody repeatedly does that, they do go through a loop. So their hell would be somebody repeating that day. The day that they took their life, that would be their hell. Repeating that day over, and you know that you're repeating that day over and over. So that is a confirmation for somebody. But if they did do it the first time, it is a reset where you're able to reset this game that we're in, this simulation that we're in, the illusion that we're in. Understanding, and maybe not at that moment, understanding that whatever's happening in your reality is because you're the cause of the reality. There's like nothing, somebody's like really getting and understanding there's nothing outside of our reality that's happening to us, only that we're the ones, we could be the ones projecting. Some people can be projecting on us. Not saying that can't be a thing. Individuals can project on you, especially when you're trying to elevate and you're trying to get higher, and they really don't want to see you suppress. So divine feminine, divine masculine, a lot of that energy could be happening. I want to just do this collectively. It's not about a twin flame. It's not about a soulmate. Even if you was a karmic, there's karmics right now who are tired of being karmics. I got forehead kiss, collarbone kiss. So you have divine masculines who there's certain deeper connections that they've had with the divine feminine that they are just not getting with the karmics. They may even say to or they may even try to kiss the karmic's forehead or collarbone. And you know, her energy or his energy may be negative, like, yo, why the fuck did you do that? Or that was corny, or that was whack. So it wasn't perceived in the same essence that when it happened with a divine feminine or divine masculine, you kissed her on the forehead or the collarbone, it was received in more of a sensual type of energy. It was received in the energy of unconditional love. It wasn't questioned. All right? All right, guys, I am going to, I think we're going to have to get ready to wrap this one all the way up. Archangel Michael is here with you. Archangel Michael is here with me. I want to get some other, I'm trying to see, where do I want to go? I like these love oracles. They're nice and big, you know, like my vision. Some of these cards are like so little and tiny. I mean, it works when I do the one-on-one because I don't really have the same, I don't have the same glare or the same light in my face. So a lot of feminines are walking away from their twin flames. And it's not to say that it's like walking away forever or there's a multi-million-dollar business. I'm seeing $1 million investment, $1,000 investment. So there's a certain type of investment, certain type of places that you're going, that you're doing. That the divine masculine, if he's not in that right energy, he's not gonna be able to do it. For some of you, whether you're a female or male, you're not giving that up that easily for them to just give it back to them. There's really a strong power within you guys. There's such an ascension that is happening, such a shift that is happening. Somebody's opening a farm or has a farm, very resourceful, whether this is with animals or this is with, I'm seeing for some, this is a CBD, invested in avocados, ooh, plant-based, some plants. Plants really, really love to come in my energy. They really listen. All of this. I mean, it's just but it's still the essence of it, right? Because I get it out into nature. So you guys may also hug trees. I have a lot of the Anunnaki beings, Califorth, Calithian. Listen, I am I am so, that's why I really can't speak on what beings come to me and communicate with me, because I'm connected so far ancient. That's why I could do light language, so far ancient that it would be considered a dark. It would be considered a dark being because it was the darkness before the light. And so they made like, oh my God, the darkness is so powerful. But when you have that organic, when you have that inorganic light, right? That false, you got what? The false light. The false light is the pyrite gold, or the false light is getting you into a contract that you're not really cognizant or aware of. So now that you're trapped, right? So you gotta watch out for that light. Watch out for that light. I'm really picking up at this moment in this time. Somebody is like, oh, so supersede about a connection. Connections is cool in this 3D realm, but the 4D, the 5D, we're not, especially the 5D, it is not about being connected with another person. You have already connected with yourself. There's like this intense and love connection with yourself, or even with your higher self, or with the divine, most high God, Christ, energy, source, right?